Good afternoon and welcome to the Deccan Arena in Hyderabad as the I-League is set to witness a consistent and focused Sreenidi Deccan take on a determined Mohammedan Sporting for a battle which is a potential one to seal the top spot for the time being. And here's the beautiful city of Hyderabad, the city of pearls, as we say. And this venue has been one to witness. The Deccan Arena over the years has grown into a footballing hub for this very team, Sreenidi Deccan, who have looked ever so threatening every time they come home. And they are hosting the table toppers of Mohammedan Sporting. With me in the comm box, Niladri Sen, welcome.
Thank you, Bashar. Good afternoon, viewers. Well, this is, as Bashar was saying, potentially one of the biggest contests here. It's a contest between the old and the new, between the traditional and the modern, between Mohammedan Sporting, the century-old team of India, and Sreenidi Deccan, which is quite new in the Indian football arena, but has been doing pretty well.
No, I don't say this. I cannot say. Is one more match. 3 points are there. All points are important, but the league don't decide today because 3 teams are on the top, very close. Also, Kashmir is very close. The teams play between them. Everything is opened, and it's not today that we decide the league.
4 wins in a row. What do you think has been the key factor for this great form since the break?
No, it was important. The break was important for us to work in some details, and also one different system, one plan B to our team was important. Also, we improved the fitness level of some players in that time because we give time to players in Super Cup. So I guess they're in a good moment, but today is a different story. It's a new game and we have to be on top. It's a good team, good coach, good players. They start this league very well in December. All people think that they will be champion. Now it's a little bit different to the story of this league, but still they are a very good team. They are on the top of the league. If they are on the top, it's because they are a very good team. Thank you.
Well, he admires Mohammedan, but also knows how his team's improving day by day with 4 wins in a row. But this is the rival of the away side. They have a few players back in the squad, which proves to be massive, can prove to be rather. But Andrei Chernyshov had a word with us before the game and how he looks to approach this difficult and tight encounter where they would want to lose nothing and nothing at all.
important match, but it's not match for the title. Well, continue.
So that's the Mohammedan sporting coach, Chernyshov, and he knows how important this match is. His team is still holding pole position, and this is the team that Mohammedan Sporting is up against, Sreenidi Deccan. That's the formation 4-3-3. Kane Lewis, David Castaneda and Hassan will be spearheading the attack, and one may remember Kane Lewis is the man who scored as many as 2 goals in the last year's last leg. And this is the Mohammedan Sporting team.
Well, Padam Chetri is on goal as usual. Zoding Liana leading the side. Mohammed Ishrat, Joseph Ajay, Suidika in the back line with Bikash and Remsanga out wide. They have Juan Carlos, Neller, Kasimov in the midfield, and Eddie Hernandez will be combining with David Lalamsanga. And today's match officials, K. Ramadasan with the whistle, and his assistant referees Christopher Claudius Peter and Sanjay E.S. fourth official Arvind Shekhar. And the points table at the moment is what is very much more interesting about today's game. This fixture, it is, if not a potential title decider, but sure will decide the possible future of these two teams before the upcoming fixtures. One team have the highest goal difference in the league table, while their opponents are still unbeaten away from home. It is the second best attack of the league against the second best defense of the league. It is Sreenidi Deccan against Mohammedan Sporting.
So everything is set for this match. A very, very important match for both these teams. Mohammedan Sporting still holding pole position with 34 points, and Sreenidi Deccan at number 3, and they're not too far behind. They have 32 points to their credit. So if Sreenidi win today, they can definitely change the entire scenario. If Mohammedan Sporting can get as many as 3 points from this away match, they will be very much in the way for the championship. So everything is set here at the Deccan Arena, and the referee still waiting to make sure everything is right. Referee K. Ramdasan is looking at his assistants, and he is about to blow the whistle for this match at the Deccan Arena. So here we go. It's match number 108. Sreenidi Deccan playing at home against Mohammedan Sporting. Mohammedan Sporting in your customary white and black, playing from the left to right of your screen, and Sreenidi Deccan in orange and green from right to left. As far as the head-to-head records are concerned, Mohammedan Sporting have an edge with 3 wins. Sreenidi Deccan have won in 1 match, and 1 match did not have any result. That was a draw.
Well, indeed, there's a lot of history and stats to talk about in a brief battle which these two teams have had in the recent past, over the last 3 years. But this is a free kick at the very early moments of the game, in a very interesting position as well. And Albino Gomez, he knows that he'll be under test. And this team of Mohammedan Sporting, not 1, not 2, but they have a number of set-piece takers.
Yes, of course, that's a rather dangerous position to concede a free kick from. And Sreenidi Deccan have done exactly that, and it will be Kasimov, the man from Uzbekistan, who is a specialist with these free kicks. He has scored 3 goals already in this season. Kasimov gets ready with a trick free kick. Can Mohammedan Sporting score early in this match? They've done it last year in the last leg, in which they played spoil sport for Sreenidi Deccan. Kasimov with a free kick, but he misses the target. Not by much, but that is good enough an error for Albino Gomes not to be worried about. This is Albino Gomes, the man from Goa. A very tall man, 6'2", ideal height for a goalkeeper. And last year, Bashar, if you remember that last match between these two teams, had 10 goals, and Sreenidi Deccan scored 4. Mohammedan Sporting scored half a dozen goals and played spoiled sport. Sreenidi Deccan were in fact cruising towards being the champion, but that match changed the entire complexion.
Well, indeed, a 10-goal thriller with 6 in favour of Mohammedan. But the advantage for Sreenidi is that they have all those goal scorers intact in this squad. But Mohammedan somewhat do not. They have one of them, Sheikh Fayaz, in the squad. But Keen Lewis, who also scored for Mohammedan, he has changed colours and has started today for Sreenidi Deccan. And the first corner of the game in favour of Sreenidi.
So the first corner, Faisal will be swinging it in. In comes the delivery, and that's David Castaneda who scores an early goal for the home team. It's Sreenidi Deccan 1, Mohammedan Sporting 0. David Castaneda Munoz has scored in every match that Sreenidi Deccan played against Mohammedan Sporting. And this is once again, another goal. And who else than David Castaneda Munoz scoring it so early in the match, and this happens to be his 8th goal of the season. Look at that once again, perfect header.
5th assist rather for Faisal Shaiste, and the 8th goal, as you mentioned, for David Castaneda. What a player. And before we could speak and unfold those stats, he has surprised us all because well, you already mentioned for the viewers to know he has scored in every other fixture. Apart from the last meeting, probably, he has been scoring against 4 out of the 5 matches against Mohammedan. And the stat now is 6 goals in 6 matches.
Yes, of course. So let's get it corrected. He has scored in all seasons of I-League. Not in the last match, though. William was the only scorer in which Sreenidi Deccan went down. And this is, meanwhile, Rilwan Hassan. He's also a dangerous player. So Sreenidi Deccan scoring very early in the match against Mohammedan Sporting. And I was talking about that 10-goal thriller. And a goal was scored in the 2nd minute by Keen Lewis. Keen Lewis flaunted the Mohammedan Sporting jersey in that match. And then in the 3rd minute, the goal was scored back by Rilwan Hassan. So what a match that was. And today, it seems we are going to have a high-scoring match again.
Well, maybe. Both teams will not sit back. One David scored, here's the other. And now Zuidika, he attempts for goal. Ambitious, the fullback trying his luck, but almost a similar end to that like Kasimov's free kick.
So 2 shots from Mohammedan Sporting, and none of them getting to the target. So David Castaneda, just for the record, scored on 7th of March 2022. That was the first time these two teams met each other. That was, however, for a losing cause. Mohammedan Sporting won it comfortably by 3-1. Meanwhile, this is Rilwan Hassan once again. And then Sreenidi Deccan drew the next encounter, and David Castaneda Munoz scored the first goal once again. Another cross comes in from Hassan. Hassan gets the ball. But that will be cleared away by the Mohammedan Sporting side back. Adinga. A long ball in. That is for Eddie there. Eddie was complaining, but the referee says play on.
It seemed like there was a pull from behind for a moment, but not given. We're talking about David Castaneda, just to focus also that he has scored thrice in the last 4 matches for Sreenidi Deccan, and today again he has suddenly found back his scoring boots. Was off and on at the start of the season with William Oliveira, the Brazilian, getting a few starts ahead of him, but once he has got the flavour of goals, he is not stopping. And now David has stolen it, and this is David Lalan Sanga, though there's a wall of orange shirts in front of him. And now Bikash lobs in across. That's a good run from Zuidika, almost getting Mohammedan back at level terms.
Oh, what an opportunity that was. And that is missed there. Look at that cross from Vikas Singh. And what an opportunity, what a miss that was from the Mohammedan Sporting player. Zudika, that was. Could easily have been 1-1. We've already seen an early goal in favor of the home team, Sreenidi Deccan. That is David Castaneda Munoz. And you were talking about David Castaneda's goals. Well, he has scored 37, in fact 25 goals in the last 2 seasons for this same team, Sreenidi Deccan. And Sreenidi Deccan almost have the same team. The combination is going very well for this team. So that is definitely an advantage for them.
Well, the core is so important for a team, and wouldn't be surprised if Sreenidi Deccan somehow managed to stay consistent even now and get on to the top spot. Mohammedan would want to keep going though. They are seeing a dream in front of their eyes of qualifying to the ISL as well as winning the I-League trophy. But Sreenidi, their progress has been gradual and consistent. They came close last season too, and the core, as you mentioned as well, and I was talking about, they have all those players together. Rilwan Hassan has been growing into the squad. There's Rosenberg Gabriel, Faisal Seeste, all of them been together since a long while. Even Maya Kanan, and here's a cross in. And here's another chance for Sreenidi. A desperate clearance from Mohammedan Sporting. They're sensing danger in the early stages, but Faisal wouldn't find anyone.
Just a bit of a hasty clearance there. The Mohammedan Sporting defenders just seem to be out of place a bit in the early minutes of the match. They need to settle down as Kasimov gets the ball. He has Faisal in front of him. He finds Adinga. This is Bikash Singh. He's a live wire in the left. Maya Kanan meanwhile gets the ball. Sajid. That's a missed pass. Kasimov will collect. Faisal. But that is foul from Faisal, and that'll be a free kick for Mohammedan Sporting. Remember, Mohammedan Sporting got a free kick in the very second minute of the match. Kasimov taking that free kick. He missed the target. Nella.
Well, not the best of passes there. And Romavia, another of those exciting young talents for Sreenidi Deccan. 2 goals and 2 assists to his name. Has the spark, can play down the wings, can play central. Whenever the coach assigns him a role, he plays it well. And today it's a different role for him because Rilwan Hassan is generally seen played on that left flank, but today Rilwan is on the right and Romavia is on the left. And the reason is they have Maya Kanan back in the lineup, who is playing very central. And there he is, Maya Kanan against David. Releases it in proper time with proper weight. And Zoding Liana's cross. Not enough venom on it. Cleared by Sajid Dot.
All these players of Mohammedan Sporting played really well in the Calcutta Football League. David in particular, the man who has the possession of the ball at the moment. He has been a high scorer. Has been a revelation in the Calcutta Football League this year. And he has been the real find for Mohammedan Sporting and for Indian football, as it were. And, well, Basho, we have to thank the AIFF for not allowing foreigners in the local leagues, which is why players like David and Beneston Barreto came in the forefront and had the chance to excel. However, there are a few foreigners in I-League, as this is one of them. A long ball, but the ball will go out of play, so that will be a throw-in. Mohammedan Sporting had only one defeat, and that was a surprise one, playing at home. And they went down to Real Kashmir 0-3. And the next match was a draw in Aizawl against Aizawl FC. But then they came back to winning ways against Rajasthan United, winning it big 5-1. Then they beat Trau 2-0. At the moment they are trailing though, courtesy that David Castaneda goal in the very early minutes of the match.
Back with Sreenidi at the moment. The game just settled down a bit with that sparkling start. It was seeming like we are going to have a goal fest again, but we still might very early in the game, just 11 minutes. But almost got a glimpse of last season's battle between, well, there's a bit of pressure on Padam Chetri, who clears it. And we'll get back to that in a moment or so. hopefully in a better situation where we can talk a little. And Joseph just helps our talks. And as I was saying, last season's match, just a similar one between Ranglas Punjab and Sreenidi Deccan, where Sreenidi scored 4 goals against the toppers or the ones who were going towards the title. But the problem came for Sreenidi when they had the upper hand. They did themselves a favor, but lost points against the bottom 2 with Kenkre and Sudeva, and there's where they slipped from the title. They really played well against the eventual champions. Let us see what they do this season. And they would first want to start things again with a win against Mohammedan.
Yes, of course, and Sreenidi were playing pretty well, and Mohammedan Sporting really played spoil sport in that match. And if Sreenidi can win, they can very well turn the table today and make it more difficult for Mohammedan Sporting, because Mohammedan Sporting have a Gokulam match ahead on Sunday. That will be another tough match for Mohammedan Sporting. So these are the 2 big hurdles that Mohammedan Sporting need to cross. At the moment, they are trailing by a goal. But then that's a slender lead that Sreenidi Deccan at the moment have. Well, loses out. Faisal, the whistle is blown for the first offence, so that will be a free kick in favour of Sreenidi Deccan.
A good physical battle in the midfield there. Rilvan Hassan too strong for Juan Carlos Nella, and then Faisal as well brought down, but the first one was the reason. And good that you mentioned another team in contention. It is Gokulam Kerala, who are already having a match at the moment, and the news from there is that Namdhari is leading against Gokulam by 1-0.
So that may be another surprise. Gokulam Kerala at the moment are at number 2, but the running table shows that Sreenidi Deccan have gone to number 1, because at the moment they are leading in this match by a solitary goal. So at the moment, Sreenidi Deccan, if they can hold on to this lead, then we'll go to number 1.
Indeed.
It's a long league, Basha, so anything can happen. But Mohammedan Sporting will definitely look to win this tournament, because they have played so well throughout. Lal Ramaya now with Nellar. The ball goes out of play. That will be a throw-in in favour of Sreenidi Deccan.
Well, there's the possession stats, 73% for Mohammedan, 27 for Sreenidi, but they have done the damage. Keen Lewis with the long throw. He has changed colours and would want to prove a point as well. And at the same time, if this match ends out to be a draw, and there's still time in the Gokulam match and they manage to win, they will be level on points, or maybe just a point behind Mohammedan Sporting, correct me if I'm wrong, but well, that is another team to watch out for. Romavia finds David Castaneda. And now Keen Lewis down the flanks. His favourite left side region trying to cross in. And Rilvan Hassan just couldn't get off his marker.
Sajid now. This is Faisal. Loses out to David. And no one there for Mohammedan Sporting. So in all fairness, Sreenidi Deccan are having the better of the exchanges so far in the first quarter of an hour. But Mohammedan Sporting did have their opportunities, and Zudika wasted a golden opportunity. And it could easily have been the equalizer. Rilwan Hassan trying to put pressure on the Mohammedan Sporting defenders. Play on, says the referee. Or is it no? A free kick has been awarded. Kasimov quickly taking the free kick. Adinga now from the left. He has Bikash in front. He has Eddie as well in front, inside the penalty box. He goes for Bikash. Bikash. Too many Sreenidi players.
There was a bit of pressure on Lal Romavia. but he has somehow done well to avoid that. A late reaction from Keane Lewis. Eddie Hernandez combines. Mohammedan looking to come back. Here's Remsanga. Favors his left, but there was never enough space. And now Zuidikas cross in. Feeble attempts, more in desperation. Mohammedan need to control the game if they want to come back in this. Another hopeful ball forward. Not enough freedom allowed up front for the Mohammedan forwards to try and control the ball, to try and test Albino Combs at the moment. And that is why it is still the lead intact for the home side, Sreenidi Deccan. And well, Mohammedan are still unbeaten away from home. That is one surprising stat. Not often do we say that about a team. We say that stat at home.
Yes, of course. And not only that, Basha, Mohammedan Sporting have conceded 11 goals so far and only 2 goals playing on the road. They've conceded 9 goals playing at home. And remember, they played 7 away matches so far, won 5 of them, drew 2, lost nothing. The only loss came at the Bankimanjeri Stadium in Naihati. That was against Real Kashmir. That was a shocker for Mohammedan Sporting. But otherwise, they have lost nothing. At the moment, though, they are trailing. But a lot of time left in this match. Vikas Singh not able to get the ball, so that will be a throw-in for Sreenidi Deccan.
Well, and there is Andrei Chernyshov, and he would want his team to show character, and character is what we love to see, or rather defines the champion sides. If they are able to turn around after the fixture after being down by a goal. We saw Shillong Lejong last day almost pulling off a beautiful story, coming back from a goal down with a man down to leading 4-2, but then a lack of game maturity to hold on. But Mohammedan sure have enough maturity and experience. It's just a wait to see if they can turn around the fixture first. That's a wasted pass. Will be a goal kick and will take off the pressure.
Well, on the background, as you can see, some more construction work perhaps is going on. Maybe another stand over there. This is the Deccan Arena in the outskirts of the city of Hyderabad. A beautiful city with a lot of history and modernity as well. And we are seeing history and modernity on this ground as well. Legacy, tradition, history associated with the Mohammedan Sporting, one of the oldest teams in Indian football. And they are up against one of the newest teams in the Indian football arena.
Well, Kasimov, meanwhile, loses out, just tried to do a little extra. And look at what Rilwan Hassan does there. Just stands and makes sure Kasimov doesn't move. And now Romavia couldn't release the man on the left. And they probably played out because
Injury.
a Sreenidi player is down on the ground at the moment. But if you see the replay, just look at what Rilwan Hassan does. Very intelligent. And the yellow card is out as well.
So the first card in the match, and we have to wait and see who is shown that yellow card. But it seems David Castaneda Munoz is on the ground. So this is how it happened. And that was a late challenge. I think it's Kasimov who has been shown a yellow.
Well, that's been the only problem with this man. He's been such a beautiful player to watch on the ball. The quality of the deliveries almost does replicate amateur who in this league. Of course, not comparing the two players, but the style of play which Kasimov brings to the table. But the problem has been these little fouls, these little moments. Now it is a back-to-back match which he concedes a yellow card. Could have got a red as well against Rajasthan for a second yellow. Not a direct red, of course, but he keeps on going these little battles. Just needs to maintain a little more composure. Has been suspended once before this season. Of course, it was a long suspension than expected, but nonetheless, even if it is a one match, you do not want to miss such a crucial player to your team. He is, of course, crucial, and that is why the talks. And talking about misses and players who are backs, there is Alexis Nahuel Gomez, the 23-year-old Argentine, who is back today, back on the bench, and he'll be looking forward to come and impress later on.
And both Kasimov and Alexis Gomez were shown red cards in the match against Delhi FC, in which Mohammedan Sporting won 2-1. As Lal Ramaya gets the ball, he finds Faisal. He's a strong man, Faisal. Keane Lewis playing against his old team, Mohammedan Sporting. And last year in that 10-goal thriller, Keane Lewis scored a brace against the team for which he's playing today. Joseph, the man from Ghana, very tall, 6'2", finds Eddie Hernandez, another foreigner from Honduras, Adinga. He's a man from Mizoram. He paired with Buanga last year to play for Aizawl FC. So Mohammedan Sporting trying to slow down things at the moment, but just are unable to get things going in the attacking third. Mohammedan Sporting did get a golden opportunity. Zurika could not convert that. That was a lovely cross from Bikash Singh from the left. At the moment, it's a free kick in favour of Mohammedan Sporting. Kasimov and Bikash both are positioned behind the ball. We have to wait and see who will be taking that free kick. There is a small human wall as well. Bikash, Kasimov, in comes the cross, headed away.
Well, and Juan Carlos Nella just slows it down. Would have expected better from Eddie. And the ball might just settle well for Irshad, who is up there in attack. He's playing centre back for Mohammedan since a good while now. Irshad and Joseph, they have been the pillars at the back. But that one lapse of concentration, that early goal, well, these are situations no coaches, no teams want to see their team face at this kind of an important game, and Albino Combs launches it long. Well, along with that, have to point out how Carlos Pinto has trusted Albino Combs on goal, has the experience, has the quality, but we've seen Ubaid CK in the last few seasons under their goal, who is very well settled, another promising goalkeeper. He's on the bench for Sreenidi, has been there with the squad, has been as an option, but Albino has been their pretty much their first choice this season.
Yes, Ubaid was on the bench in the first few matches last season as well, but then came into the reckoning. He was with Gokulam Kerala prior to that, as Hassan places it square to Keane Lewis. Is it a handball? Yes, it is. Brem Sanga taking the free kick quickly. Finds Nellar. Switches flank to the left. Adinga. Kasimov. Mohammedan Sporting are enjoying more possession, playing a lot of passes, but most of them are in the midfield and in their own territory, as Bikash saying now from the left. Can he cross? Intercepted, and that will be a corner for Mohammedan Sporting. Remember, Sreenidi Deccan got that early goal from a corner.
First corner for Mohammedan, and that was the first corner for Sreenidi Deccan where they scored. And it'll be a different angle, a different foot. It was the left foot of Faisal Shaiste. It is the right foot of Kasimov, but a different idea this time from the training grounds. All the way back. That is strange, but the attack is still on. They have numbers in the box. Floated forward and a wasted eventual free kick. But of course, they have trained for it, I'm sure.
Much ado about nothing ultimately. 2 or 3 passes and a wasted chance So these are the set pieces that Mohammedan Sporting should take advantage of, should try to convert. Mohammedan Sporting came very near to winning I-League in 2022-23, but towards the end, just lost the plot, and Gokulam Kerala go to winning ways. Gokulam Kerala, prior to that, also won that I-League in 2021. So we had a few very close seasons of I-League, and who knows, maybe we're heading towards another photo finish.
Well, meanwhile, Soring Liana is down. Look at that again. The challenge. Oh, it was a clash on his face. Not much malice in that. Both of them somewhat clashing. But talking about photo finishes, it's not the first time in the I-League, not the second time. It's almost every other season. And look at that. All in full voice for Mohammedan Sporting away from home.
Mohammedan Sporting do have a terrific support base, not only in Kolkata, but also in other cities of Bengal. Old-timers would remember the spectators, the supporters coming in for the Rovers Cup tournaments. In Rovers Cup that was played in Delhi, then Mumbai, Bombay as it was called in those days. A lot of Mohammedan Sporting supporters used to come in, including a lot of Bollywood stars who were Mohammedan Sporting supporters, like Dilip Kumar, who came and supported Mohammedan Sporting. Mohammedan Sporting is the first Indian club to win the Durand Cup in 1940, the second to win Rovers Cup that very year. So a lot of history, a lot of legacy for Mohammedan Sporting. At the moment, they are trailing by a goal. Nellar from Zudeka, but his ball doesn't reach Vikas Singh.
Well, then another way, if they want to go to the Mumbai Football Arena and let some stars or Bollywood stars, as you mentioned, to watch their game, is to qualify this time and travel to ISL and the Mumbai Football Arena, and then they can see that history repeat again. But that's a few laps away from this marathon to finish. It is the cooling break, pretty warm here at Hyderabad. And there's the first goal again for you all. Faisal Sheste gets yet another assist. No one watching David Castaneda. Look at his one. Deceives all the defenders. Blindsided. And he knows what he's doing. 70% possession at the moment for Mohammedan. They're controlling it. They've slowed down things and they are pretty much in charge of possession and the way or the direction of play. But that one moment has been the difference between the two sides, and even with little amount of possession, it doesn't matter. The home side have done the damage. It is 32 degrees in Hyderabad at this moment while we talk. Pretty warm.
Well, Mohammedan Sporting came close to win I-League in 2021-22. If I have said 22-23, then well, apologies for that. 21-22. And Gokulam Kerala won that. Gokulam Kerala won in 2020-21 as well. And last year, 22-23, was won by Round Glass Punjab. Once again, it's Kasimov. Mijlal Kasimov, the man from Uzbekistan. He scored 3 goals in the season. And here comes the delivery straight to the keeper. No problem whatsoever for Albino Gomes.
Good anticipation.
Yeah, relief for Albino, relief for Sreenidi Deccan. As after half an hour, the scorecard still reads Sreenidi Deccan 1, Mohammedan Sporting 0.
And Wilvan Hassan has come down to the left-hand side. Well, one more thing to say about these two sides and the reason why they're at the top is that they're not one-dimensional, they're not dependent on one player, even though, of course, a striker has to score majority of the goals. But Mohammedan Sporting, they have 10 different goal scorers, while Sreenidi, they have 13 different goal scorers, which is great to have in any championship contender side.
Yes, of course, that's an advantage for Mohammedan Sporting. We haven't seen much of David getting into the attacking third. And in many matches, he's been in a bit of a withdrawal position. Perhaps a second thought can be given as Sanga gets in, cuts in. That's a lovely run. And he just can't get that shot going. Mohammedan Sporting now with Zudika. Can the Kolkata Giants score the equalizer before the breather? And this is Sanga once again. Run down the middle. He finds Zudika. The ball goes out to play. Zudika with the throw in to Sanga. Back to Zudika. He has Kasimov for support. Kasimov gets the ball. David. So they're playing a lot of passes. That was Nelar. Joseph to Adinga, Bikash. So they're switching flanks. They're doing everything possible except scoring that important goal. Bikash now gets the ball back from Adinga. Bikash looking for options. Goes for Adinga. He's taking time. Goes for a back pass though to Joseph. Another back pass. This time it's a square pass.
Well, and that is because Sreenidi Deccan are maintaining their shape so well. We are talking about having a goal fest like we have had in the past seasons. It was a 10-goal thriller, 6-4, and then before that a 7-goal thriller, 4-3. But this season it's different, and the reason being that we mentioned how Mohammedan is the second best defense in the league after Real Kashmir have conceded 11 goals, 12 now including this goal. But Sreenidi are not bad either with their defense. They are the third best defense just after Mohammedan have conceded 14 goals. 2 fouls from Rilwan Hassan, who has switched sides. But yeah, so 2 top defenses. The top 3 defenses, Real Kashmir, Mohammedan and Sreenidi Deccan.
And all these teams are leading the points table at the moment. Mohammedan Sporting desperately need to win this match. And the match coming up on Sunday, that will be against Gokulam Kerala. So Mohammedan Sporting will be travelling further south after this match. And they will be playing Gokulam Kerala. That will be another away match. It's a lovely turn there. Eddie, oh dear. A timely clearance and the ball goes out to play for a throw-in.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Andrei Chernyshov going for Alexis Comas and Samuela soon in the second half, or maybe Angosana, because the midfield needs to add a little more spice. It's very predictable at the moment, even though a lot of passes going to the wings and trying to combine David and Eddie Hernandez, and that might be another yellow. David Castaneda, Mohammedan feel different. They feel like it is David Castaneda who went with more intent.
So David Castaneda is on the ground for the second time, and he's an important player for Sreenidi Deccan. And that was a charge, not intentional from either of the players. David Castaneda, however, seems to have injured himself. He's an important player for Sreenidi Deccan, so he needs to be on the pitch for the entire 90 minutes, or at least almost 90 minutes, because he is a real threat for the opposition. He can score any time, even if he plays percentage football. He has the capability of scoring goals. He has already scored as many as 8 goals. He has scored 25 in the last 2 seasons, playing 37 matches for this team. Terrific player from Colombia. The coach and the manager of Sreenidi Deccan are concerned, and there's definitely reason for concern, because the man who's down is none other than David Castaneda Munoz. the man who played for Atlético Nacional, Lyonnais, Real San Andres, before joining Sreenidi Deccan in 2021. And he scored in almost all the times when his team played Mohammedan Sporting, except for the last match in which Sreenidi Deccan went down 1-2 to Mohammedan Sporting. Mohammedan Sporting have won 3 matches against Sreenidi Deccan so far. Sreenidi had won 1, and one match was a draw. A long ball, easily dealt with by Sudika. Kane Lewis, Lal Romaya with that threatening run, but the bounce ultimately favouring Padam Chetri, the Mohammedan Sporting custodian. He has been beaten once today, but hasn't been much tested after that. David tries to find Adinga. Back to Adinga. Joseph, the defender from Ghana, plays it square. It's shot. Long ball. Bikash doesn't get it.
That's a waste of such patient build-up. They were playing a few passes, a number of them, but suddenly they lost focus and just rushed with that pass. Mike Anand with the throw-in, and another push on David Castaneda. He is not liking it. He was having a long chat with the referee while he was down and was furious initially. Lucky to have avoided a card. And generally nowadays we see referees not tolerating any such words from the players, aggressive words rather, to be precise. And Faisal Shaiste, he'll have another set piece to try and test Mohammedan and Padam Chetri. And here's a chance for Sreenidi to double the lead. Faisal Shaiste has quality. Oh, what a lead that from Padam Chetri.
Yeah, that will boost his confidence. Padam Chetri coming out in time and making a perfect jump and gripping the ball perfectly. So everything was perfect from the goalkeeper of Mohammedan Sporting. Although he has been beaten once in this match, in the very early minutes of the game, David Castaneda Munoz scored the only goal in this match so far. And that has put Sreenidi Deccan ahead in this match by one goal to nothing. But Mohammedan Sporting do have enough firepower, enough talent, enough experience to come back in the match. But Sreenidi Deccan also have experience enough to hold on, so it will be a keen battle. It has always been a keen battle whenever these two teams played. And they have been playing since 2022. Sreenidi Deccan, of course, is a new team in the Indian football arena compared to Mohammedan Sporting, which have a lot of history, as Vikas Singh goes for the tussle and he will win a free kick. Just near the corner flag. And the referee placing the ball. And the Sreenidi coach is not really happy, Carlos Vaz Pinto. He has been with this team for quite some time and he knows this team inside out. So another chance, another set piece for Mohammedan Sporting. And once again, it will be Kasimov.
Well, almost a corner kick, but just an inch ahead. Kasimov looking to pull Mohammedan back. His shot missed it. But Faisal Shaiste, Ali Sabia, every one of them didn't. They kept their eyes on. Another chance wasted by Mohammedan. But they're doing everything, but just not being able to breach the Sreenidi Deccan defense. And they would want to get back at level terms before going into the break. That's the best case scenario for them at the moment. While Juan Carlos Nella looks for the pass forward. They have Kozlov in the bench, the man from Russian Federation who has come in the winter transfer window. But here come Mohammedan again. Another cross, too close for trouble.
So another wasted chance. This time the cross came from Adinga, the man who started with Shillong Lajong, played for Northeast United, Delhi Dynamos, Niroka, Gokulam Kerala as well, Aizawl. A lot of home support for Sreenidi Deccan. That's a good sign that people in this part of the country are getting back to the football grounds. Hyderabad does have a rich history of football, with a lot of stalwarts of Indian football coming from this part of the country and this city. Starting and here's the ball possession. Look at the ball possession. The stats shows that 75% has been possessed by Mohammedan Sporting.
Well, tell you what, Kasimov is already on a yellow, and that is why he'll probably escape another one in this situation. David just affords a smile for the time being. Faisal Shaiste knows it as well. They want a good contest. They had not won 10 versus 11 on the pitch. They want to hunt down prey with full strength. And Ali Sabia will take the free kick. A minute and a little more remaining in the first half. And here's David Castaneda. Still somehow managed to get a touch on it. But Padam Chetri, what about that for a throw? Almost reaching the final third. And now Kasimov. Here come Mohammedan Sporting. They ran out of space, Bikash.
So barely a minute left in regulation time before half-time, and Sreenidi Deccan are still holding on to that lead. The only goal came from none other than David Castaneda Munoz, the Colombian. And Mohammedan Sporting have enjoyed the Lions' share of possession. They have played enough, a number of passes. Each shot goes all by himself, and finally doesn't find any white shirt. Lal Ramaya. 4 minutes have been added by the fourth official. So Mohammedan Sporting have another 4 minutes time to equalize.
Additional time, 4 minutes.
Well, so 4 minutes for Mohammedan Sporting to come back in this contest. Albino unbothered at the moment, and David Castaneda, he's being bothered a lot by the defenders, especially after that one goal. And Sreenidi will be looking.
And the inverse is true as well. He's bothering the defenders as well.
Well, true that. And that is why the vice versa is true as well. And here's David Castaneda. Romavia has somehow managed to control it in the box and still on. Well, how does he do that? We will never know. But he has somehow. Faisal Shaiste. Headed out by Irshad. Sreenidi looking for their second. Sanga stopped, and a free kick for Mohammedan.
So Sreenidi Deccan are not getting into attacks so frequently, but whenever they are looking much more threatening. As Kasimov now cuts in. Will he take a shot himself? He goes for a forward pass, but no takers. Absolutely no coordination on this occasion. And that has been the story so far for Mohammedan Sporting. They have faltered in the attacking third. And David Castaneda Munoz, as always, is keeping the Mohammedan Sporting defenders busy. And Joseph is trying to mark him close. So Joseph is playing as a sort of a marker for this man. David Castaneda, a prolific scorer.
Mike Nunn with the throw in. And they will still try. That's a wayward cross though. Easy for Padam Chetri. Still time for Mohammedan to get back at level terms before the break, but they need to really show some intent. The previous occasion, as you said rightly, the coordination was lacking. Kasimov, not sure if that was the worst of ideas. It was a good one, with no one making that run.
Keen Lewis with that clearance, the man who played for Mohammedan Sporting previously. He's also been with the Sudeva Delhi side, playing for I-League. It's Shard with a head with that cross. And once again the white shirts coming out second best in the penalty box of Sreenidi, Deccan, Joseph, all by himself. Again goes for a back pass. Bikash, it's a decent cross, headed away. Zudika, can Mohammedan Sporting score that important goal? And Nella's cross doesn't reach Bikash Singh.
Good defending there by Jagdeep. I haven't seen him a lot today, but has done his defensive duties. One thing we didn't notice actually is that they're somewhat playing with the back five there. Sreenidi Deccan with Keen Lewis slotting at the left wing back or at the exact left side of that defense. And there's pressure from David Castaneda.
Yes, and they are playing a bit defensive, and depending on such counter-attacks at the moment. This is Lal Romaya. That touch was a bit too heavy, but he gets the ball back. Keen Lewis, he loses out. Rem Sanga comes deep into his own territory to create an opportunity. Will that be a foul? Yes, pushing from behind was Rilwan Hassan, and Mohammedan Sporting will get a free kick. So that's the whistle for half-time then. So Sreenidi Deccan managed to hold on to that slender lead, and the goal was scored on the 3rd minute of the match by David Castaneda Munoz. So that's the score then at half-time. Sreenidi Deccan Football Club 1, Mohammedan Sporting 0.
Well, and there's the stats at halftime. 77% possession from Mohammedan, majority of it, a huge majority. 5 shots, of which none on target. That has been the issue. While Sreenidi, only 23% possession, 2 shots, both on target. And they've been clinical, 1 corner each. And just a little update as we look at the shot stats. 2 from David Castaneda, both on target, won the goal. And talking about the update, Gokulam have pulled one back. It's 1-1 in the other venue, almost approaching full time there. But it seems like 1-1 will be the most likely outcome. But there's the 5 shots from Mohammedan Sporting.
Remsanga taking 2, Zadika taking 2, Kasimov with that 1 shot. But he did have some opportunities through free kicks and corner kicks, but nothing going in favour of Mohammedan Sporting. A lot of fouls though in the match. Sreenidi Deccan guilty of 11 of them. Hassan with 3, Faisal 3, Elisabia 1, King Lewis 1, Mayakadan 1, and Lal Rumaya 1. And look at those places throughout the pitch where the fouls were committed. 6 fouls from Mohammedan Sporting. Adinga guilty of 1, Bikash 1, David 1, Nella 1, Kasimov 1, and Zudika 1.
Well, they've tried. They've taken the lead in all those statistics. But Andrew Chernyshov and his team has to work more to find the goal here. And we'll, of course, have a look at the highlights of the first 45 minutes. But at the moment, the waiting stand, Sreenidi Deccan are snatching that top position away from Mohammedan Sporting. You can already see Samuel Lalmunpuya having a word or 2 exchanged with the big man himself, Dipendu Bishwas. And there is the highlights of the first 45 minutes. An early blow is what caused this goal line.
Yes, that was the damage for Mohammedan Sporting through this corner kick, the corner curling in, and what a header from this man, David Castaneda. He just ran in and got the contact right. And then onwards, Mohammedan Sporting did have a few chances, but could not convert from any. Ridwan Hassan did a bit of running, particularly in the first few minutes. And we haven't seen much of Hassan towards the end, but Sreenidi Deccan played a bit more defensively after scoring that first goal. So at half-time, the score reads Sreenidi Deccan Football Club 1, Mohammedan Sporting 0. So we'll come back with more action on the other side of the break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back for second half action here between the two teams contesting for the top spot at the moment. And as expected, it is an early change. It is their number 10, the Argentine quality of Alexis Nahuel Gomez. He's on. He's on a mission. He's back to the squad. His combination with Kasimov will be key. It is Sreenidi who had taken the early lead at the Deccan Arena at home. But Mohammedan, who are unbeaten away from home, will look to fight back and turn around this contest and stay at top. But if things stay this way, it'll be Sreenidi who snatch the top spot. But 45 more minutes to find out what eventually happens. And the first touch from Alexis Gomez as Mohammedan spark an attack straight away. And they're attacking from right to left of your screen in the regular strides of black and white.
Ledinga to Zurika on the right. Rimsanga comes in, cuts in, finds Zurika. Will he cross? Yes, comes the cross there. With no white shirt getting to the ball. The first touch from Alexis Gomez. Back to the left. This is Alexis Gomez, the man who came as a substitute, replacing Juanella. So the match after the break started almost the way it ended before the breather. Mohammedan Sporting attacking and using the flanks, and Sreenidi Deccan busy defending and defending well. But can a team defend for 45 minutes? We have to wait and see. Will Sreenidi Deccan change the tactics? Will they hold on as Vikas Singh? Alexis Gomez has already made a mark in the match as he has got possession, as this time adding a lovely cross to Vikas Singh one-on-one. And will that be a handball? They're appealing for a handball there inside the penalty box. Referee says play on. The Mohammedan bench is not happy. They are, and there are a lot of spectators, supporters of Mohammedan Sporting. They're not happy.
Well, maybe because it was a Sreenidi man trying to clear it, and it was going out anyway, and not in the direction of goal, not a threatening play, and hit his teammate's arm, and eventually got the time for clearing. Maybe that is the reason which played in the mind of the official, and that is why it was not given. But well, it sure struck a hand, really. That is what we felt as well.
So some drama at the beginning of the second half. The scoreline still reads Sreenidi Deccan 1, Mohammedan Sporting 0. And another ball in. Once again, the goalkeeper of Sreenidi Deccan, Albino Gomes, finding it easy. And the Mohammedan Sporting supporters still agitating, as they are very much audible, as you can hear them. Mohammedan Sporting and Bashar have a very close relation with the city of Hyderabad, because there were so many players from Hyderabad who played for Mohammedan Sporting, including Mohammad Habib, Mohammad Akbar, then Shabir Ali, Amal Raj. They all came from Hyderabad and they played for Mohammedan Sporting. And David Castaneda Munoz once again on the ground. This is not a very good news for Sreenidi Deccan. And the stretcher is brought in.
And as I was saying, the referee just having a chat with the Mohammedan players, just explaining why the penalty was not given. And we can see William Oliveira warming up. Is this the end of David Castaneda for the day? And this might be a big blow, because he's the one lethal threat up front. He even scored 2 goals in the 4-3 win against Mohammedan last season. And that is why it will be a key moment in the game. especially if it is a forced substitution. We'll wait to find out. I'm still hoping it's not David, but the board is up. The number 11 goes off, and William Oliveira, the Brazilian, comes on. We've seen a few Brazilians fire in the last few games in the I-League. For Shillong Lechong, Douglas Tardin, and Marcus Silva. And here's one more. It's William Oliveira.
So this can very well be a big moment in the match. David Castaneda is out, and Sreenidi Deccan will have to play almost the entire second half without their star striker.
Replaced by jersey number 7, William Alves.
William Alves de Oliveira, the Brazilian, has come into the ground. He has scored 3 goals though. So Sreenidi Deccan can also bank on him, the Brazilian. At the moment, the man from Uzbekistan is in play. Kasimov, Zubika, David, but the whistle has already been blown, and the referee indicating that the free kick is awarded in favor of Sreenidi Deccan. Elisabia. Here's another man from Brazil. So a couple of Brazilians on the pitch at the moment. Throw in favor of Mohammedan Sporting. Alexis Gomez. Adinga, the captain. Adinga. Eddie tries to find Adinga. Alexis Gomez now going for the ball. He's already in action after coming as a substitute.
Very special player in terms of the quality which he brings on the table. And here's David, another one of those youngsters, very impressive. He has not been getting goals, just 4 of them, but the thing is about David that he always is in the mix of things. He's being used as a, as you said, a withdrawal forward where he's linking up with Eddie Hernandez, and he's doing that work well. But now a corner, and Alexis Gomez has previously done it from the corner kick. A little too far from any of those white shirts.
So another wasted chance for Mohammedan Sporting. That was another dead ball situation, not taken advantage of. And it was the first time the corner was taken by Alexis Gomez, the new man. But he also fails to find anything impressive as the ball comes to the other end this time. But David Castaneda is not there, so his absence will definitely be felt by Sreenidi Deccan.
Lewis with the throw-in. Kasimov is there, and so is his shot. Cleared it away. And they will have another chance to come up from that far corner. And it is Keane Lewis again. A different role for him today. Given away possession, and oh well. It hit Mike Anand's foot.
Well, he's been hit by the ball, it seems, and that is a nasty blow. And the medical personnel quickly coming to attend him. This is Padam Chetri, you have just seen on the screen. Mayakanan has got it on his chest, it seems. Hope this injury is not very serious. Well, that's good news for us all, as Mayakanan is on his feet. And he's back on the pitch as well. Mayakanan. was a man from Tamil Nadu. He played for Gokulam, Kerala, and won that I-League in 2020-21, and the Durand Cup in 2019. That was the first time that Durand was held in Bengal, as Vikas Singh goes for a run, and the referee quickly acting. Sajid has been shown a yellow.
Well, I was just noting down my stuff about this Sreenidi defense, and that is the moment they concede a yellow. So we'll have to wait to praise them a little later, because right now this is not something praiseworthy. A late challenge from Sajid, a yellow card, and Bikash has earned his side a free kick. 1 yellow card apiece now, but now that this man is on pitch, he'll be at the end of more and more of set pieces. Alexis Gomez delivers towards that far post again, but David couldn't rise enough.
That is too long, that is too high, and another wasted opportunity. So Mohammedan Sporting need to take advantage of these set pieces, but they have failed to do so. And this man won't mind that at all, Albina Gomes, the man who's been selected for the under-23 national team as well. Meanwhile, this is Hassan. Very well blocked there by Joseph. This is a good build-up from Mohammedan Sporting. Gomez to Bikash. He finds Alexis Gomez. That's a shot from distance. Too weak though. Nonetheless, an attempt on target after a long time. So all of a sudden, the pace has increased a bit. Mohammedan Sporting are desperate to pull that goal back and equalize in this match. They can't afford to lose this match. That can be very costly in the perspective of the season of I-League. Kasimov. Eddie. Back to Kasimov. Kasimov once again. Good build up again. And that's a lovely tackle. But the whistle has been blown, and that seems to be a free kick awarded to Sreenidi Deccan. So Sreenidi Deccan are holding on to that tactics of defending first and then going in breakaway moves. So these are the local supporters supporting Sreenidi Deccan.
There is a good physical battle building up between Kasimov and Wilman Hassan, timing again. Seeing how they're focusing on the defenders. Well, on defending first rather. And here's David looking to turn his man. Finds Kasimov. Now from the right, they have numbers in the box. Wemsanga has the quality to deliver. Goes for a shot himself. And was always looking to go wide. And not enough connection on it. Needed the curl inside. And that's Widika. 7 shots from Mohammedan. Not sure if they have hit the target yet.
Well, we had a shot a few minutes back from Alexis Gomez. That was on target, but that was very weak. Lalramaya. Everyone, starting from Mayakanan to Lalramaya to Keen Lewis, everyone is defending at the moment. David Castaneda Munoz is not on the pitch anymore. He has been replaced by William. We haven't seen much of him so far. This is William though, quickly responding to the critical comment of the commentator maybe. As this is the man, Keen Lewis, I was talking about. He has been defending as well. He's almost playing as a left full back. And now William. Can William score the second one? No.
Well, but a very different style of play between William Oliveira and David Castaneda, and that is why when David went off, it was a bit of a headache already. Not because William is a bad player, he is good as well, capable enough, but just that the style of play. And here's Kasimov, ample space, quickly closed down, and Maya Kanan two-footed into the challenge. A yellow card straight away out, but seemed like he got the ball first. We have to see the replay to it.
Yes, of course. In the first instance, it seemed to be a good tackle. We'll have a look at that. Here comes the tackle. The referee was very near. He quickly blew his whistle and put the card out of his pocket. So another free kick for Mohammedan Sporting. Once again, it will be Alexis Gomez who will be taking the free kick. He's taken a few shots. Ball possession, look at that. 80% in favor of Mohammedan Sporting. But the scorecards shows that Mohammedan are trailing by a goal.
Now, where is the goal though? Maybe Alexis Gomez can help them in. Joseph's header, nowhere near to the direction they wanted it to go. Kasimov tried to keep it in, but couldn't really. Well, and just getting back to that back line of Sreenidi, they have a combined 7 goals in those 4 defenders. That is something huge to have in your side, and if you add on assists, it will go even more to 10 goals and assists together. They've contributed towards. That was an attack building up from Romavia, stopped by Mohammedan Sporting. They have the possession and everything in their favor, but just not the scoreline. What do they need to do?
Well, we have to wait and see whether there will be a change in strategy as far as Sreenidi Deccan are concerned. Look at the Sreenidi players. After getting into some sporadic attacks, they're quickly going back to defend. In comes the cross. That's a decent cross. In comes the header. But no white shirt over there. Maya Kanan finally clearing it out. Look, none of the Sreenidi players are in the half, and this has been a giveaway. So William comes in. He has. This is William, in fact. And now another attack from Lal Romaya. Can he cross? Lal Romaya crosses, but straight to the keeper. So Ali Sabia and William combining well that time. So these are the breakaway moves that can be dangerous for Mohammedan Sporting. But defense first is the strategy of Sreenidi Deccan. Keane Lewis.
Well, and there are options in plenty in that bench, both the benches rather, who of course have goals to their names against these very sides, one another. Pressure on Joseph. Meanwhile, 2 substitutions getting ready on that touchline for Sreenidi Deccan. Seems to be Sissoko, and we'll have to wait to find out. There's Tulunga as well, who has been very, very solid for Sreenidi Deccan, coming in from Real Kashmir. We'll wait to find out who it is. But right now, a long ball forward, not quite working. And here comes Rilwan Hassan. He has a knack of scoring, and he has got a few goals lately, 2 in the previous game against Namdari. And of course, one before that as well against Trau. And he's very much in the mix of things. And Sreenidi are looking to take control. We have crossed the hour mark. Here's Sajid. And you can see on that background, straight up front, the 2 subs waiting, but Romavia wouldn't wait to try and double up the lead. And now Jagdeep on the overlap. Crosses it, but is a bit far away from the man waiting, William Oliveira.
So William and Rilwan Hassan now getting into attack as Sreenidi Deccan perhaps understands that it's not possible for a team to carry on defending for an entire half. So they need to attack, they need to possess the ball, because if they cannot possess, if they only go on in clearance and defend, then any time they can concede a goal. A double change there for Sreenidi Deccan.
Well,
Rilwan Hassan is going out.
goal scorer changed for a goal scorer. Rilwan Hassan has got 2 goals in the previous game. He's going off, and the man who scored 2 goals just before that game, Sissoko, is on. And guess who else scored in that game? It was Brandon Van Lalremtika, who is coming on as well. And he has changed colors as well this season. He has come to Sreenidi Deccan, and he's lighting up the show. Scored in back-to-back matches against Trau and Aizawl. Here he is, the man who won the I-League already with Aizawl FC. That fairy tale story, just a reminder if he can do the same for Sreenidi Deccan.
Yes, as you were mentioning, he did score a very good goal from distance, Brandon, in the 90th minute against Aizawl FC. That was an easy match for Sreenidi Deccan. 5-1 was the final score. And Sissoko scored a brace as well. And the other man who scored was the man who scored today, David Castaneda Munoz. Elisabia was also in the score sheet. So it seems a change for Mohammedan Sporting as well, as Zudika seems to have gone out. We'll just confirm who has come in.
Well, the most likely option there is Thakcham James Singh, unless they decide to add more attackers. Of course, we'll wait for confirmation. And here's Alexis Gomez towards Irshad. Seems like it is an attacker, or maybe the substitution isn't made, because I can see Rem Sanga at that right back position at the moment. Maybe just a filler. Yes, indeed, the substitution getting ready, and now maybe we'll see him come on.
So as far as fouls are concerned, Sreenidi Deccan are ahead 15. This is one of them. And the man who came in, William, is guilty for that. Joseph.
Well, so Muhammad Jassim is the man who has come on to replace Suidika. Another forced substitution. And Joseph will play it forward. Eddie Hernandez, he's a machine lately. He has got 8 goals, out of which 5 came in the last 2 matches. A hat-trick against Rajasthan and a brace against Trau. He's on a goal-scoring spree. And today is the time when his team needs him the most. And Jassim, rather, with his first contribution. And that's a good run forward. Remsanga to Eddie. Swings and an attempt in vain. But they are desperate. But Brandon, he can light up the show even further. Cuts inside and will intelligently find Sissoko. And that'll bring more control to that midfield.
Yes, of course. And Sreenidi Deccan coach for making it clear that they will be attacking as well through Sissoko, through Brandon, and already Sissoko has one and he's pleading for a card, isn't he?
Well, just affording a smile. They seem very confident at the moment. Sreenidi Deccan, Kasimov has to be careful though. He's on a yellow, and that is why they somewhat they're smiling from the very first moment when these situations are happening, even David Castaneda. But now that left foot of Faisal Shaiste, he has scored as well against Mohammedan Sporting in that 4-3 fixture we mentioned earlier in the day. But here comes the captain, Faisal Shaiste. Can he deliver quality again with the left in amongst the crowd? And it is Kasimov who got the last touch. And the drums are out very loud at the moment, troubling Mohammedan Sporting to focus.
So these are the Sreenidi supporters with drums, and they are enjoying every bit of it. As William gets the ball, finds King Lewis there. This is Mayakanan, controls, no whistle from the referee. So with these substitutions, here is Brandon now. Brandon, he can take shots from distance. Brandon with that menacing run, he finds a corner. So all of a sudden, after these substitutions, Sreenidi Deccan are back in the attacking style, attacking mode of football, and they are enjoying, aren't they?
Well, they are, but one thing I like about Carlos Vaz Pinto is he knows how to use his players where they are comfortable, where they like to play, as well as bringing the best out of them. And King Lewis has a corner to deliver now. 2 here will kill the game. And Sissoko almost dancing to the beats, but has not found the rhythm and the goal as well.
Vaz Pinto perhaps missed the likes of David Castaneda here. It was from a corner that David scored, and that is almost a similar in swinger from the right. Oh, that's a lovely play. This is Brandon who takes a shot, but that's deflected from Sissoko though.
Look at his face, the look at Sissoko's face. He was more disappointed than Brandon because he wanted his team on the lead. Oh, Bikash is through. Bikash now against 3 orange shirts, marking him closely. And Bikash still continues. And cleared away by Mayakanan. The coordination and the understanding between the Sreenidi players is top notch. And why I mentioned about Carlos Pinto's understanding of the players is that Brandon has been in the circuit since a long while, but he hasn't got that freedom in the attacking midfield space to run and exploit. But today he has. And here's another man talked about. And Andrei Chernyshov is furious. Look at him go at his players. But Eddie Hernandez will be taken off. One part of this substitution is that they will add more flair up front with Kozlov coming in. But another part of this substitution is that David now will have the responsibility to lead strike. Because Kozlov is more of a wing player, a supplier.
I think David will be more comfortable playing in attacking third. He's a goal scorer than a game maker, I reckon. And so he will perhaps get more opportunities. And with Sreenidi Deccan getting in attack, Mohammedan Sporting may also find some space while attacking. Because in the last few minutes, we have seen, or perhaps in the better part of the first half even, we have seen Sreenidi Deccan going down deep into their own territory and simply defending. Oh, lovely, lovely touch from Sissoko there. And this is Brandon, another touch, but Faisal won't get the ball. Rimsanga collects. And he wins a free kick as well. Alexis Gomez. It's sharp.
What a touch to that from Sissoko on the right hand side.
Lovely touch, really. Eye arresting, to say the least.
Well, Brandon's heavy touch really spoiled that move. Otherwise, could have had a better end.
Absolutely. If only we can have another replay of that moment. Although it is not a goal moment, but still a moment to cherish. These small moments make football a beautiful game, as it is called, worldwide. Well, coming back to the players from Hyderabad, well, Abdul Rahim, fondly called Rahim Sahab, who's been a legendary coach, also came from Hyderabad. And he took the Indian team to the semi-final of the Olympics and also won the gold medal in Asian Games in 1962. And the man who played as a goalkeeper, Thangaraj, in the final, he was also from Hyderabad. So the cities of Hyderabad and Bengaluru have produced a lot of footballers in the past. And it's good to see that football is back in these cities. As Faisal, the man from Afghanistan, gets the ball, finds Sabia. Well, Bhasha, there are a few Afghan players also doing very well in I-League.
Well, one consistent one is Faisal Shaiste. We have seen different players over the past years, but he has still been here consistently. And now Kasimov not linking up with his players again. I would again say Kasimov didn't really play a poor pass. It was an intelligent idea, but no one reading it. The wavelength is just not similar at the moment for the Mohammedan players. They need to focus more. And well, the drums creating a vibe, not letting talk much tactics. It's more of entertainment and joy for Sreenidi Deccan.
Yes, it's good to see so many people in this part of the country, this outskirts of Hyderabad as well. There's also a cricket stadium very near this Deccan Arena. There's also a badminton academy. A lot of sporting activities as Adinga gets the ball. Another attack from the left. Bikash looking for options. A lot of white shirts inside the half of Sreenidi Deccan.
But look at that zone. Look at the way the Sreenidi team has dropped back. A layer of 4, 4 and a 1 above, 2 above. Or sometimes a 4, 5 and a 1 above. Sometimes they go 5 at the back. But whatever it is, they have a double layer protection when Mohammedan come in. And look at that again. Once they play a pass, Mike Anand and Faisal will soon be back. And for the time being, Sissoko just sportingly plays it out for his opponent teammate to get some treatment. But at the same time, it'll run down the clock too.
Yeah, so people applauding, and that's sportsman spirit. And Mohammedan Sporting will perhaps give the ball back. These supporters are not very happy as they feel things are not going in their favour. Some decisions not going their way. At the moment, the scoreline is not in favour of Mohammedan Sporting either. This is how that incident took place. Not very clear in that replay. And the ball has been given away by Joseph.
Well, the security is needing to be alert as well. They are furious. They are not happy at all. They want Mohammedan to score badly. They have travelled so far for a reason, to see their team push away their competition, who of course have got the better right now. The referee coming in the way and not really getting a touch, but still the dummy helps Mohammedan.
Mohammedan Sporting have done pretty well in the Calcutta Football League in the last few years. They've made a hat-trick of wins in the CFL. And one remembers that Mohammedan Sporting had a dream run in the 1930s in the Calcutta Football League, winning it 5 times in a row, being the first Indian club to do so. Sissoko gets the ball now. This is William. He has space in front. Not the best of passes as Bikash Singh gets the ball, but that is not a very good pass either. Under pressure is Joseph. He manages to get the ball back and back to the keeper.
Well, that's the full-back pressing.
Look at the way that the Sreenidi Deccan players are pressing. Faisal. Faisal, will he take a shot? Sissoko. Once again, lovely touch. Sissoko. He finds William. No, Joseph gets to the ball first. A lot of action in the Mohammedan Sporting penalty box at the moment, after a long time. So Sreenidi Deccan have their tactics very clear. They're defending well, defending solidly, and then coming back in sporadic attacks. And whenever they are getting into these counter-attacks, they are proving to be very dangerous.
But Wow, Sissoko, he's running this show at the moment with those silky touches and tricks up front. And Faisal Shrest there as well. Has that little bit of control. Sissoko has been allowed that attacking freedom. He just knows what he's doing. And that was another, I would tell you, an intentional one to stop that attack. And even before that, when the press was going on, William Oliveira and Jagdeep, Jagdeep could have gone for the ball and taken it back, but he just waited because he knows the last touch is off a defender and the pressure is on Mohammedan to clear it. So they just waited and created the press. But Mohammedan have won it back in a dangerous position. And now they want it to be played out as a return favor, but they are behind by a goal. And the man is up as well. Here is Jasim. A left-footed ball in. David with a header. Not enough direction on it to trouble Albino Combs.
This is the man, David, who has been a find in Indian football, particularly in the Calcutta Football League, being the highest scorer straight away, playing the Calcutta Football League for the first time. And we all know that football in Bengal is very competitive. And there's a lot of pressure because there's a lot of supporters and a lot of support, and you can see so many people coming to the stadium all the way, mostly from Kolkata. There can also be some local Mohammedan sporting support as well. Jasim. Joseph Jasim.
Good spot on the right hand side, but they do not have numbers up front. Now comes Koslov, and here is David for the first time with free space. Bikash has Zerdinga in support. Zerding Liana's crossing, and a push from behind was just enough to not allow Remsanga get a free header. Well, this game has opened up now.
Yes, of course. They're opening up whenever Sreenidi Deccan are getting in attack. But they're doing well to come back very fast. And they're defending well. Look at Keen Lewis. He's more a defender today. And we have been talking about the earlier matches. Some disturbance there from the bench, and there may be a card.
We'll wait to find that out. There is a player on the bench, a Mohammedan player who's probably gotten a yellow card. Or is it Eddie Hernandez? We'll have to wait for the confirmation. And Rachani Schaub is not happy. He's talking about the first handball which was not given, and this time a push from behind is what he feels. Of course, Keen Lewis was pleading innocence. His hand was not up is what he's saying. That is why the penalty not given. Not much appeals though this time.
Jasim will leave the ball, roll over the goal line, as Mohammedan Sporting will be getting a goal kick as Padam Chetri. Man started with Rang the Jade, played for Kenkare FC. He's at the moment with a Black and White Brigade. Mohammedan Sporting, one of the oldest football clubs of India and one of the three big names in Kolkata football. Mohammedan and East Bengal are the other two that are playing in the ISL.
Extremely well done by David under pressure from Eli Sabia. Still manages to control it. And back with David. And he's running forward. Zering Liana. Back to David. He's cutting inside. Found Koslov. And now with a shot from distance. It is a super sub from Mohammedan Sporting. And Jasim has found them back at level terms. It's not over yet at the Deccan Arena. Drama continues.
And whenever these two teams met each other, both the teams have scored at least one goal. So in all the 5 matches, at least one goal has been scored by each team. And so that record continues with a lovely build-up and a superb finish from the substitute, Jasim. Look at that. And that was the final touch from Kozlov. And finally, everything going right for Mohammedan Sporting. Now, can they get that second goal? Can they get that second goal and get back the pole position in the I-League points table?
Game on here, really. And David Lalansanga, he was at the heart of that move, created right it from the midfield, spread it out left towards Sreenidi, gets it back again, plays it towards the center. And this is where David should be allowed that freedom up front. Well, of course, understandable why he isn't, but now that he is, he's very much in the mix of things. But what a finish from Muhammad Jasim. The two substitutes combined, but there is still enough time for both teams to go for goal. And Faisal Shaiste will look for that from the set piece. Brandon now. Joseph. Take it again, and number 10s in a battle in midfield.
And because Singh this time will win a throw-in. Sisseko, meanwhile, has shown his class for Sreenidi Deccan. But the Kolkata team is back in the match. At the moment, it's 1-1. 5 more minutes left of regulation time. Maybe another 4 or 5 will be added by the fourth official. So it's game on, as Bashir was saying. And David has really produced a lovely play as Rimsang at the moment with Kozlov. This is David. David has been very active now. Vikas Singh with that cross. Remsanga appealing for another handball. Once again, referee says play on.
Well, and everything happening at the moment. Here's Bikash. Elisabia intervenes. Alexis Gomez attempts from distance. That goes wide. He has the ability as well.
Yeah, almost the same position from where a goal was scored by Jasim. But this time, the ball was nowhere near the target. At the moment, it's 1-1 at the Deccan Arena. And Mohammedan Sporting supporters are back on their feet. Joseph. Remsanga. Now he has space in front. He has support as well. And that is a ball coming towards Kozlov.
Oh, well, so both sides of the pitch witnessing both fan sets rather. There the Mohammedan players getting a stick from the Sreenidi fans, and this side the Sreenidi players are hearing a few words from the Mohammedan fans. It's getting entertaining, this battle between the top two, and there's still a little time remaining to find a winner in this. The draw wouldn't be that bad for Mohammedan as for Sreenidi, but here is Branton. Strong from Irshad.
Well, only once did these two teams end their match in a draw, but on that occasion, that was 23rd April 2022, 21-22 season, and both the teams scored 2 goals each. And Mohammedan Sporting, in fact, scored the second goal on the 90th minute through Sujit Sadhu. The other one was scored on the 74th by Faisal Ali, and Sreenidi Deccan were ahead by 2 goals. So maybe we have some more goals to see, because whenever these two teams played each other, at least 3 goals are scored. We have seen 2 goals. The 3 goals are scored in the last match when Mohammedan Sporting defeated Sreenidi Deccan 2-1, remember.
Still a possibility of a 2-1 here again, but
and maybe 2-2. Who knows?
Who knows? we have seen late goals in the I-League this season, especially after 90 yesterday. It was 4-2 and then became 4-4 after 90. So 2 goals is a possibility any time in the game of football, and especially when there is such an intense battle. But not sure if we'll see a surprise in the form of Sheikh Fayaz, who has a history of scoring against Sreenidi Deccan, has scored in 2 fixtures in those high-scoring games. But right now, the chants are on from both the sides, the drums and the voices. It is Mohammedan against Sreenidi, and the record might just continue for Mohammedan, still unbeaten away from home.
Yes, of course, and at this venue, in the Deccan Arena, we have seen at least 4 goals scored whenever these two teams played. 2-2 was on one occasion, and 4-3 in favour of Sreenidi Deccan was on another occasion, where David Castaneda Munoz spoiled the party for Mohammedan Sporting by scoring 2 goals, one on the 70th and one on the 80th minute. Otherwise, Mohammedan Sporting were leading in that match. So a lot of history in this short span of time, as Sreenidi is a new team, much newer compared to Mohammedan Sporting. Meanwhile, a yellow. That was a push.
It is Takcham James Singh who is replacing Bikash Singh. That's a little surprising, because generally he's seen to play as a defender. Either they are going to shift a little defensive, but at the same time they already sacrificed a defender for Jasim, who is more of a midfield player, at least as per the team sheet is concerned. But there is 8 minutes added on. That is the big story at the moment, more than anything else, and that is a huge amount of time. Wouldn't be surprised if he plays on the wings.
So it can't be 1-1 anymore. 8 more minutes. It can't be 1-1. It has to be much more than that. History says that, as Brandon goes all by himself. Brandon, will he get the ball back? No, he can't. So 8 more minutes to play. 8 more minutes for Mohammedan Sporting to get back to the top position. 8 more minutes for Sreenidi Deccan to get back in the lead. They were in the lead in the better part of the match as Sissoko loses out. The ball comes to the other end, but only David, hugely outnumbered on that occasion. Keane Lewis.
He was looking to go in the gamble there, and the drums are out again. Sissoko, a lovely touch, but James Singh, not a contribution he would have loved to make. A free kick in a very dangerous zone, because they have got height and they have got good set piece takers.
Yes, of course, so some more action on the cards here. And Padam Chetri making sure everything is right in the defense. Keane Lewis shipping it, going straight for the goal himself. It's rather easy in the end for Padam Chetri. No harm done.
Maybe got reminded of the stats where he scored a goal against Sreenidi for Mohammedan, and today wanted to do the opposite and have his name on either team sheets with a goal.
Not one, but 2. 2 goals were scored by Keane Lewis against the team which he's representing today.
And that was the 6-4 fixture, the 10-goal thriller. But today, it is not a 10-goal match, but it is sure a thriller.
Yes, of course. So it will go down to the wire. Another free kick has been averted. And this time, Mohammedan Sporting gets a free kick. Another yellow card. Sissoko this time gets into the book. Now, players need to be very cautious, because a lot of yellows have been flaunted already by the referee.
And just when you mentioned that, we'll have a look at that foul again. Pushed from behind Sissoko. He's been doing that time and again, and that's why the yellow. But just to remind, in the last 2 matches of Sreenidi Deccan, both their opponents had to face a second yellow red card.
Yes, of course.
And Kasimov will deliver, or rather, will play it towards Joseph Soringliana. That's a wasteful ball. Almost won back by Koslov. And now Sissoko, more tricks on the cards, but The more tricky customer is Alexis Gomez. And now Koslov combines with David. He turns and finds Kasimov. A little heavy touch and hence couldn't control.
A lot of orange shirts over there. As usual, Sissoko now doing defensive duty. Well, and talking about red cards, yes, Harpreet Singh of Namdari got a second yellow and was sent off in the last match playing against Sreenidi Deccan. And just before that, it was Aisol's Devela who got a late red. So Mohammedan Sporting players need to be more cautious because twice in the last few matches, Sreenidi's opponents have been shown red. It's just a coincidence, maybe, as we are not looking for reds, we are looking for goals. We're looking for entertainment. We're looking for end-to-end football as Faisal gets the ball. He gets Sissoko now. Sissoko, he has skill. And he wins a free kick once again. He's a very tricky customer. He's looking at the player, but he has to be cautious because he's already on a yellow himself.
Well, both of them see the funny side of it, but the fans might not, because it is a free kick in a very dangerous position. And Faisal Shaiste might go for goal from here. Chetri just setting his wall up.
So once again, Padam Chetri is the busy man, and Keen Lewis took the last free kick, and this time it's back to Faisal. Mayakanan is there as well. Faisal will take a shot and straight to the keeper once again. Thank you, mate, says Joseph. So this is, well, the 5th minute. We are in the 6th minute of added time. So a couple of minutes left. And if the match ends this way, both the teams will be sharing points. But both the teams will look for all the 3 points. And you never know. There's always a chance of a late goal either way.
Well, at the same time, Mohammedan, they will still have the lead on top of the table. But that lead will not be of much points. It will be the same 2-point lead. That is the problem. They had a chance to take a leap, and now David appealing for handball once again. Well, and the fans just making it clear they do not like it for the 3rd time now. Sreenidi have the ball back. Just a few more minutes in this contest. Do we have a winner in this? Keen Lewis. Faisal with Sissoko now. He's been very, very lively since coming on. And he's taking on the defenders of Mohammedan, and needs to sway the other team who need to show the urgency, try and find a winner.
Also, if the match ends in a draw, Mohammedan Sporting will still hold on to the top position, and Sreenidi Deccan will be getting the 2nd place, pushing Gokulam Kerala to the 3rd. As Sissoko, will he cross? Yes, he does! That was an opportunity there for William. Just not able to get that touch right.
Well, and Alexis Gomez just letting the official know that they were appealing for 3 penalties. Probably that, because 3 is what he was pointing. Not sure if it's something else, maybe. But another chance goes begging, and we might see the last attack of the game as per the clock. And Padam Chetri will want to go along to Mohammedan Sporting. Have a late twist in the story. And the referee has a brief look at his watch. And this might be the last second of the game, just waiting for the throw-in. Well, it is full time and things remain same. The gateway is still open, and Mohammedan Sporting have fought back to level things but none of them will get 3 points. And Andrew Chernyshov steps in immediately. Alexis Comis returning after long. He doesn't want to miss his key players, and he wants them to perform on pitch and not go vocal off the pitch. But an entertaining contest comes to an end, 1-1.
Yes, of course. So points have been split there. Ball possession-wise, Mohammedan Sporting well ahead, 72%. Shots 11, but only 2 on target. And Sreenidi Deccan having 8 shots and 4 on target. Fouls too many from both the teams. Yellow cards 4 for Sreenidi, 2 for Mohammedan Sporting. Corners 2 all. And that is how the match ended. And this is Sreenidi Deccan's list of shots. David Castaneda having 2 shots, both on target, one with that red spot. That was the early goal of the match. And Remsanga 2, Sissoko 1, and other players coming up with 1 shots each. And for Mohammedan Sporting, Remsanga having the maximum number of shots, 4, Alexis Gomez 2, Zodika 2, David 1, Jassim with that 1 shot, and that was the all-important goal, the equalizer. Kasimov coming up with 1 shot as well.
Well, but things turn interesting. 21 fouls. There's been Mohammedan on attack most of the times. 3 each from Rilvan Hassan, Sissoko, Maya Kanan, Faisal Shayeste, and William as well. Too many. Started with 2 as well. But Gokulam, they were settling for a 1-1, but have conceded late and lost 2-1, which makes the league table more interesting, but just helps Mohammedan for the time being. 14 fouls from Mohammedan Sporting, and David and Kasimov with 3, Bikash and Remsanga with 2, and Adinga and James with 1 each. And there's the points table. Mohammedan stay on top for the time being. 2-point difference with Sreenidi Deccan, who have climbed above Gokulam Kerala with a draw, but they have to work harder. They will still hope there's a few more games remaining, and the game and the league table is very much open for a final day drama leading up to that.
So Mohammedan Sporting will be playing Gokulam Kerala next, and that will be also a very important match for Mohammedan Sporting. If they can win that, well, they will be in the way, and they will be on song, almost winning the I-League. Because after that, they do have a few more matches, but these 2 are the biggest hurdles. One of them was the match that they played here against Sreenidi Deccan. They were trailing by a goal. This was the early goal, scored by none other than David Castaneda Munoz, who scored his 8th goal of this season. And then the score remained that way for a long time before an equalizer came. And after scoring that goal, Sreenidi Deccan went inside a defensive shell and defended quite well, but could not keep on defending for the whole match. There were some opportunities in the first half for Mohammedan Sporting. This was the best opportunity that they had. Zodika just missing that header, and then David also had a few chances, but he got injured a couple of times and had to be substituted.
That is what exactly created a bit of a problem for Sreenidi, I would say. Otherwise, they were quite intriguing when going in attack, troubling the Mohammedan defense. But since then, they have shown flair and some tricks from Sissoko and Brandon in the second half. But then, that man up front was really missing, and shows how important he is for this Sreenidi Deccan side.
Yes, and the second half started quite the same way as we have seen the better part of first half being played, with Mohammedan Sporting attacking, Sreenidi Deccan defending, and look at that attack. One of those many runs from Bikash Singh, and that was a foul. A few fouls, a few yellow cards in this match, and a bit of excitement in and on and off the field as well. Spectators, supporters getting involved in this excitement. And then finally Mohammedan Sporting getting that equalizer through a substitute, and that was Jassim. So this is another foul, and Maya Kanan this time guilty of that tackle and was shown a yellow as well.
Well, but Mohammedan, they continued, they tried, and they were under pressure. William, and they had a post substitution as well. Zuidika had to be changed, and Chasim came on. Zorin Liana was hurt for a bit, and then after a while, chances kept coming more. They appealed for a penalty time, and again, even this moment with Keen Lewis on the back of that man Remsanga.
And a few yellow cards were shown to the bench as well. One, in fact, and that was a yellow. The coach seemed to be not happy, and with certain decisions, Dipindu Biswas was cool, absolutely as he was. And then came that goal, the all-important equalizer. Lovely build-up and a fantastic finish.
Sliced through the entire orange defense, and that was the moment they could celebrate again. They got life again. David in the heart of that move, Koslov and Jasim combining to get Mohammedan back at level terms. They almost saw that title slipping away in front of their eyes, but they couldn't have let that gone away so easily. They worked hard for this, and their hard work still on. They silenced those drums and the cheers from the home fans. But well, there were no more goals after that. A few yellow cards though.
So that has been the story of this match. Yellow cards continue to be shown by the referee. Thankfully, none of the players got a second yellow. And this is the man who came in late, Brandon, so did Sissoko, so did William, and all of them played a part in the match as Sreenidi Deccan got a few free kicks, and this was the man who took most of the free kicks but did not find the back of the net, although from his corner the first goal came for Sreenidi Deccan. So that was the final whistle by the referee, and that is how the match ended, and the match ended in a draw, both the teams scoring one goal each. So that's the full-time score then. Sreenidi Deccan Football Club 1, Mohammedan Sporting 1. Hope you enjoyed the transmission, and we'll come back with more action of I-League matches. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye and good night.